Jonas Brothers were recently on the premiere episode of Aidan's Magic Corner, and in this episode of World's Best Magic Revealed, I'll be revealing the trick Aidan did on his show Aidan's Magic Corner in this episode of World's Best Magic Revealed. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nandan Prigi. I teach cardistry and magic on my YouTube channel, and in this video we'll be revealing Aidan's Magic Corner. So without any further ado, make sure to hit that subscribe icon, tap that bell, and let's dive into today's reveal. So there were two parts of the trick. The first part of the trick was the magic trick, and there was like everything revolved around playing cards, but the first part was more of a maybe visual trick, and the second one was more of a mentalism trick. And both, it was a nice routine, and I might get hate because I'm revealing a trick like Aidan. I think he's a 10-year-old magician, and I might receive hate just for revealing a trick he did, but honestly he did a great job. He already has his own show on the Ellen show. Like, I think it's a subcategory on her show. Congrats to him, and this is just to like educate the viewers about magic, and that's how like revealing these tricks actually brings most of the subscribers on my channel and more people into magic. So what he does is, he basically, the first trick, he talks about that somebody actually cut a deck of playing cards. Very nice principle, like of like selection. It's like basically you do as I do trick, but land on the same card, and that's half of one card and the other half of the other card. The second part was related to the birthday of Joe Jonas, and how that ended up becoming a prediction trick, and that was a really smart trick, although I do find a flaw in the entire routine, which I'll be addressing in a few minutes. So the first part of the trick, for like to do this, I won't show like cut an entire deck of playing cards, but it's very simple. What he does is he uses a method called a classic force, but just with half a deck of playing cards, which is pretty genius. And even Joe Jonas actually saw him do a slight move of the classic force. I'm not sure if it's a classic force. Both were classic forces, but definitely one of them was. I'm a little controversial about the force on Joe Jonas, because there was a cut while he was actually giving like the piece of the card to Joe Jonas. So that's it for how like the first part of the routine, where they selected two halves of one playing card. Now moving on to the mentalism part. The second part is the mentalism part of the routine, and that's when he first reads Kevin's mind on his birthday, which I don't think that was necessary, because that was just a joke, but it didn't come out as a joke. But that actually made it seem like that the routine wasn't as professional as they thought it was. But then what he does is he uses the principle of like selecting maybe a member of the audience, but then just with the members of his family. And I think what he did is he said either your brother's or your mom's birthday, and I think he knew that he was going to select one of the brothers. But what he did is, remember when he dealt the cards, so what I thought is, if there were different, if he like chose maybe Nick, he would have had a different way of revealing like the final, like the prediction. So I'll leave a link in the bio for a trick which I've done, which revolves around the process. So if he didn't pick Joe, he would, like, what if he said Nick, then the card would be revealed in a different way. What he would do is he would predict the card, the King of Diamonds, but from maybe a different deck where the cards are arranged according to Nick's birthday, or maybe he had a different way of forcing the King of Diamonds, but based on every member of his family. So in this case, maybe his mom's birthday, let's say it's November the 18th. So what he does is, maybe in the same deck, maybe face up, 18 would lead to the King of Diamonds, and maybe he found like a spot to actually place the card, and that's why he didn't use the month, he used the date of the birthday. So in case, let's say Nick was maybe again 17, what he might have done is he might have brought out a different deck of playing cards and then dealt the 18th card, and that would be maybe the King of would definitely be the king of diamonds, and that would be the end prediction in the envelope. And that's how the trick was done on Aidan's magic corner. If you didn't understand maybe a part of this trick, make sure to leave a comment and I will respond to that comment in the first 10 hours. So make sure to leave the comment right now if you have any question or suggestion on my videos. I'll see you in the next one.